Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here, and welcome on into the brand new 2023 Lego House Limited Edition set. This is set number 40504, a minifigure tribute set, and this will be available beginning on March the 1st for 599 Danish krones, but that roughly comes to about 85 USD for this set. You can only purchase this from the Lego house in Denmark, which I got to actually visit last year, which was just such an incredible experience. And I've been sent the last two. I actually forgot to do a video on the last one because these launch on March the 1st, and March the 1st and now April the 1st, they're becoming the next June 1st and August and January 1st. Like, there's so many sets launching that completely forgot. So anyways, very grateful to have been sent this set here. I'm super excited about this. Just to show you here and spinning it around, you could see, and if you want to pause and read if you'd like, you can go ahead and do that. And then you've got all this information here on the back. I'll bring it up close so you can read, but there are the other limited edition sets. There's two others, I think, before this, but these now start to have actual numbers. So this is number 4 in that series, and you can see there the home of the brick. So yeah, very excited. Let's take a closer look. So here he is, all built up, and I gotta say, when I was building this, it brought back so many memories of building the Harry and Hermione one. Like, I loved building this. This was so fun to build, and just like the techniques for the hips, for the arms, the hands, the head, all that, the torso, all those memories came flooding back to me, and I loved building this so much that I wound up actually doing a video. You can find it linked right here at the top, of talking about 10 other buildable characters that I would love to see Lego do, but because of the price and unfortunately the failure of these, it doesn't look like we're ever going to get any more. This is probably going to be the last one. I hope I eat my words, but just the choices and everything that they did, putting him in with Hermione, not selling him on his own, so many different things, the prices. But yeah, yes, this is a little bit more expensive if you compare the two, but there is a little bit more going on here. You do get a lot more prints in this set, as well as you could see that we've got the stand as well. So I don't know, if you compare the two prices, like this is worth $60, this is $85. Is the stand, a few more prints and different things, worth 15 more? I don't know, but again, it is more rare, so in a way, I guess so. All right, so here is the stand. You can just easily lift up the buildable figure there, and you could see how it is attached. It's sort of this makeshift 1x2 tile, but it has to be able to actually fit the peg leg there a little bit differently than the regular leg. So still really cool. You could see that it is actually able to hold it if the connections there do connect properly. But yeah, you can see we've got a print there for a minifigure tribute, and then the Lego House 1x8 tile appears in all of the other sets. It's a very simple stand. Again, all of them have these stands, so it makes sense for this one to include it. I like that they went ahead and did this, although of course it could stand on its own. Also, inside of the base is some buried treasure. So here he is, standing up on his own, just like Harry and Hermione. It's no problem at all. You are able to pose it a little bit, of course. Now, he won't fall over, but if I look at it from head on here, you could see it sort of tilts a bit, but you could still have him walking. I wouldn't necessarily leave it like that, again, because he is very prone to fall over, but I feel like the legs are a lot more stiff. Some of the arms and the joints used in this set are a little bit more stiff, and I think they mentioned in that reveal meeting that they had to actually make the head hollow because the size of the hat was so heavy that he would topple over a lot. So it is built a little bit differently than you'll find with Harry and Hermione. But yeah, really, really cool though. Again, you could have, I'll try here, but I don't know if it'll work. There you go. He can't stand on the peg leg. You could do that. What's interesting though is he's having a bit of a hard time standing up if I put the peg leg back like that. And I get it, because it's not as, standing up as well as with the regular leg. Even here, if I have the peg leg with the leg going backwards, it's too heavy. So yeah, I think that's kind of interesting, but you can rotate the hips a bit there. Look at that. It's probably going to stand if I let go. There you go. Just got to play around with it to pose it however you want, but I think I'm just gonna pose it standing normally. Anyways, let's look closer here at the legs. Look at that. Like, it's Lego minifigure legs. That is amazing. That's how they connect there at the bottom. Really, really cool. Love to see that peg leg here being built up large. And I just think that even the hips and everything, look how far back he can bend, just like a real minifigure. Now, you can detach them. So here, I've detached the legs. I don't know if you're meant to be able to actually do this, but it's definitely something you can do, and you could just reattach it just like that. It's pretty simple. It takes a little bit of time to make sure that it's fully attached, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. See, we're good as new here. Anyways, let's look at the arms. You can see just how much they can rotate up and down there. They even go into the epaulette. Just learned that word. I didn't know that's what it was called. Accidentally just detached the hook there, but I think the build for that is really great, using the little superhero stand piece there and then those pipe pieces to make the hook. I think works really well. You could see here that you can actually even rotate it around if you want to as well. Right there, the blue, don't like that, but it's supposed to be a reference to the wristband that you get when you visit the Lego house. So cute concept, but I think I'm probably going to swap that out for a gray piece. But the other hand here, it's actually holding something. This is the giant treasure map, and it's very easy to remove. You can see the hand there, very similar build, of course, to Harry. You can actually, of course, rotate it around just like a regular minifigure hand there. Now, the map. Let's talk about this. This is a 6x6 sticker you saw before. You could see that that's actually meant to be the map of Denmark, and the X marking the spot is actually where the Lego house is. You've also got the Black Seas Barracuda set there up at the top. I think that's a fun little reference. And you've got a little spot with an anchor logo, and then also the compass there has like a little skeleton. The red lines they said in the meeting is meant to be lines marking from where they came to Denmark, I think, the designers of the set, so that's pretty cool. It's a fun idea, but my issue with this is the size of the map. Unfortunately, the size of this is not properly scaled out. If you look, it's about halfway to the belt, which a minifigure is, of course, 2 studs long. This is only 1, technically speaking, where it should be 2. So it should be a lot larger. And again, so it's half the size that way, which means that half the size this way. So really, it should be like 4 6x6 tiles. I think that would have been really cool. And then you could have him holding it like that. Again, that's not even possible to hold it like a regular tile. So yeah, I'm a little let down by that. I think I'm going to try something here. So I've gone ahead and removed the parts for it to actually be 1 stud lower. And that should allow me, there you go, to actually have him holding the map like that. I think that's pretty neat. Again, very small, not as large as it should, but that to me adds a little bit, I think, having it be the proper size to be held in the hand. Also, just want to mention as well, probably they didn't do this because it might damage the sticker the more and more that you do that. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, but that is an option if you want to have him holding the treasure map like that. We spent enough time on that. Let's talk about the torso. I think that's a really fun concept. Now, Harry and Hermione had printed pieces for that, but I like the idea of a 3D built sort of torso. It's really neat with all the buttons, as well as like the sort of scarf there up at the top. The strap that goes around for the sword, the belt comes all the way around here onto the back of the torso. I think that's really cool. The epaulette is built really well. I love how they sort of captured like the tassels here. That build there for all the studs and everything, I think looks great how they were able to do that. And just the fact that it sort of covers a bit of the arms as well. I think that's really, really awesome. Now, up at the top there of the epaulettes, you could see we've got a stud there. There we go, focuses in, and got a little bit of detail there. I think it looks great. Now, the head, this is actually printed on there, those pieces. That's 2 separate pieces there, and I think that looks really great. And then you've got, of course, the printed head. Love that a lot. Nothing going on here on the back, but I don't know if you noticed before, but you could see some of the parts used to hold Harry's head together. There was a bit of light gray. Here, though, it's all covered up, and I think that looks really great here. Now, before we take a look at the hat, I want to mention this. that this, of course, was heavy, like I said before. So what they did, they hollowed out the head, and on the inside of the head is this little build of a little island with some buried treasure there. The idea being that pirates are always thinking about treasure. So I think that's pretty fun that that's hidden away inside here. The hat build is awesome. I think that was probably my favorite part of the set to build. That is a sticker, unfortunately, not a print, but spinning it around here, you can see just how cool some of the angles are here that they created for this, and just how different it is, because the hat is different on one side, because the one side is able to hold the feather. Now, this figure specifically didn't normally have a feather, at least this version. So yeah, you could see there how they have built it from up above. I think that is just so well designed. Really, really great. Now you might have noticed again, so I took apart the legs. Let's see if we could take apart the hat. Very easy to do. Now, there's no actual build for the top of the head. You could go ahead and do that yourself, but very easy to remove that. Let's see about removing the head. There you go. Very easy as well, and you can see how it rotates around there on that little build. So just to show you here, you can remove all that. Now, the epaulette, unfortunately, it's really built in there. I don't want to take that apart because it will take... you know, it's not one solid build. That specifically is not meant to be able to be taken apart because it's sort of built into the neck and all that, which is fine. But the fact that you can take apart these four things, I think that's really awesome. And of course, don't forget the map. All right, really quickly here, we're going to take a look at the instructions. You can pause here if you'd like to read everything here. There's a lot, and I mean a lot of stuff that they talk about. Well, the minifigure, of course, is very important to Lego, so it makes sense that they are talking about it so much here in depth. You could see some of the prototype original figures there. You could see the original Redbeard there, which is really great. That's actually pictures here on the side from the Lego house, the sets that are on display there. Talking about the Lego house some more. And again, that's from the Tree of Creativity. They've got a ship there, and you could pause there to read about the map there again. And then over here, this guy is actually the person who created the original figure, and a ton of parts there that you see, like the original horse. And he's who Johnny Thunder is actually based off of. So you can pause there if you'd like to read a bit about him. And then here we've got, again, some more talking about that and some of the figures. And then that is all four of the limited edition sets so far under that branding. Then we get into the build. So they also sent this little thing along. They actually have one of the design a minifigure little stations in the Lego store that you'll find the set. So I don't know what's inside here. Yeah, I've never... They don't have one at any of the Lego stores near me, so I'm very excited to see this. Wow, that's really strong glue there. I wonder if it shipping from Denmark as well didn't help. That'd be really sticky, but let's see. Ooh, we have a little pirate figure there, and it says the name of the set, a Minifigure Tribute. So that's really awesome. 45 years of the minifigure. Aw, that's really cool. So here is the figure that they gave me before with the print there on the back. Really fun. Again, the 1x3 tile there on the bottom as well. It's just the generic head there, so there's nothing on the back of the head. You got a little sword here as well. Really fun little figure that I guess you could go and get printed yourself if you want. I'm not sure actually if they let you print words. I'm not 100% sure about that, but still, thank you so much for this little additional thing. Well, there you have it, everyone. That is my review of the new Lego House 2023 set, the 4th limited edition set in this branding, a minifigure tribute set. I think it's really awesome here to get this large buildable figure. Like I said before, I miss these. I want more. They thought about actually having a giant chest included with some treasure inside, but then the price and the size of the set would just go up. They also mentioned thinking about doing a parrot, but they said, again, same sort of issue, and they look forward to seeing people build a Lego parrot to go with this. I think, again, I would have preferred a parrot to be able to be held in his hand, or maybe even a sword, I think, over the treasure map personally, or a larger treasure map. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on this set. I really wish that these were available more, but at the same time, I like the exclusivity of it, and I gotta go get those other 2 sets that I am missing, unfortunately. So yeah, comment down below, what do you think of this? Be sure to subscribe, turn on the bell notifications so that you don't miss out on future LEGO set news and reviews. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Hope you all have a great day. I will see you all in the next one.